I said it since last year, but now everyone's seeing it now. KD's showing that he's a above average defender. He's one of the best scorers, if not the best scorer in the league, along with his efficiency and the impact that he has on the Brooklyn Nets. I don't think it's sitting here ridiculous to say that he's top five because on top, it's not just nostalgia. He's showing us what the fuck he's about. He's an above average passer, above average defender. He's an elite scorer. He's one of the guys that's above average in damn near every aspect of the basketball court, which is why he belongs in that top five category. It's not bias; it's a fact in which he showed us in the last 2 seasons.
Above average passer.
Yes,
Do
I'm
we
not
have
saying
J-Rob's
he's
top
amazing passer, but he's above average.
Yeah, KD might be 7th or 8th. There's no argument for 5.
I just gave you the argument. I think you could argue against Luka, JT, and even Jokic.
Man,
Luka,
get that.
Luka, KD, between KD and Luka, who's a better scorer? KD, right?
KD.
Passer, I'll give you passer for Luka Doncic for sure. Is KD nearly as a defensive liability as Luka Doncic is?
Whoa. Luka
That-
Doncic is not.
Don't come up here and
It's
say
two
no
different
dumb shit,
positions.
JD. JD, don't
He's
even.
not
Don't
a
even.
No, it's-
defensive
JD, don't even-
liability
JD,
the way that
don't
you
even-
guys
JD.
allude to.
JD,
No, every
don't come
every
and do
single
that.
guard
Don't do
in the
it, bro.
NBA is a
Don't
defensive
defend him 'cause
liability.
that's your boy, bro. He's not a
Every
good
single
defender.
guard in the NBA is a defensive liability. Yeah, you have the 1% that can strap up, but we can't hold Luka comparing
Okay,
his
sure.
defense
Okay,
to
sure.
Kevin Durant,
Okay,
who is
sure.
a completely
Sure.
different position and supposedly I heard you say is a rim protector.
Who? KD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's
Yeah, I've
above
heard you
average
say
and
that
all that.
before,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. He's not a bad rim protector as well. I think he has like 1.8 blocks right now. So I'm serious. Like to sit here and say that he's not better than him is I don't think is ridiculous to say. I don't think the playmaking and scoring just overrides what KD brings to the game. And
Okay.
the Brooklyn Nets
All
are
right.
living. The Brooklyn Nets are literally living and dying off of Kevin Durant right now.
So are the Dallas
Why?
Mavericks on
So are
Luka
the Dallas
Doncic.
Mavericks for sure. So the impact is right there with each other, right?
And KD plays a way better
Whoa,
style of
whoa,
basketball
whoa, whoa, whoa,
than
whoa,
Luka.
whoa, 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 whoa. So the Lakers don't live and die off Bron?
No, they live and die off AD.
Facts.
Facts.
So there you go. KD's better than Braun.
Bron been gone for 2 weeks. He come back and AD still been on the tear. Y'all gotta put some consideration into that.
They're able. Didn't they just
Also, Darvin Ham
Didn't
too.
they just?
Shout out to
Didn't,
Darvin Ham.
wait,
Shout out to
didn't they
Darvin
just
Ham
lose?
too.
Didn't they
for
just
making
lose
the
last
adjustments.
night? Didn't they just lose last night to the Cavs
They've
when
been
AD got
bro,
hurt?
they're 8-3 in their last fucking 11, bro.
Okay,
Come
and
on
they're
now.
8-3 off of the back of AD, not LeBron. What are we doing?
So to
So
start
yeah,
your
Bron,
franchise
yeah,
right
Shaq.
now,
if Bron
Shaq,
goes,
you got me before,
AD can
but I
carry.
got
If Bron goes,
Shaq. You
AD
got me
carry.
before, but I got you right now. So you feel me? It's 1-1 right now. We could keep this
What
going
did-
all show.
wait, what did you say? Because I was
It's
just about
1-1
to
right
come
now.
back.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So if you had to start a franchise between, I'm not these other guys. I won't die so easily. But if you had to start a franchise between KD and Luka, who are you going to choose?
Probably Luka because of age.
Why? Okay, fair. That's
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's one. KD or Steph to start a franchise?
Oh, that's tough. I'm
It's
not
not as
mad.
tough
I'm
as you
not,
think.
and that's why I didn't.
It's
that's
not
why,
as tough as you
I didn't-
think.
That's why I didn't argue with Steph. If you want to say Steph, I'm not going to argue against that. I wouldn't be mad at it. I would probably, off of my own bias, I might go with KD, but Steph, I'm not mad at. I think Steph is playing at an amazing level this year.
KD or Jokic to start a franchise?
I mean, Jokic is younger, so I would have to go with Jokic.
And there's more guards than skilled big men.
I think I'm taking
Yeah.
Kevin Durant right now.
This just sounds like a whole bunch of bias, and I don't feel like arguing.
Yeah, I'm taking Kevin
arguing
Durant
against
right now.
this.
Jarob, can we
This
get
is
your top five?
You said because he's younger.
If
No
it's starting
order,
a
right?
franchise,
I don't
it
gotta
has-
give no order, right? 'Cause I don't know if I can do that right now.
It's boring without an order.
It's boring without an order. Okay, so in order, I'd probably go Giannis at number 1. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Steph Curry at number 2.
I'm not mad
Whether
at
you
it.
like that, whether you like that or not. Um,
I'm a Steph hater, and Steph is playing the best basketball I've ever seen.
yeah, I
him
don't
play.
say Steph's playing some great basketball. I'll probably go Steph. Like I'm not as high on Yoke to put him at number 3, and I don't really know who I'll put at number 3. because Bron, I don't know, is a top 3 player in basketball at this moment.
You could. I think you
So
have KD. You could have Luca. You could
I'm
have
not putting
Jokic.
KD at 3 either.
Then who else?
Luca.
Luca.
I feel like it's by
Jason
default.
Tatum. Jason Tatum.
Why wouldn't you pick KD though?
Bobby,
That
where'd
seems
I'm
you
like
gonna
a
put
little
Jason
biased.
Tatum at 3. I'm
You're a
gonna put
LeBron
Jason Tatum
fan.
at 3.
You're a LeBron
No,
fan,
I'm gonna
bro.
put
So
Jason
you have
Tatum
a little
at 3.
bias to me.
I'm gonna take Jason Tatum at 3. Thank you for that. I'm gonna take Jason Tatum at 3. I'll go Luka Doncic at 4. And then honestly, like I'm kind of with Shaq on this. It's probably gonna be either KD or Bron at that 5 spot. I'm gonna put Bron. And then then Jokic would be 6. So it's a joke. So yeah, KD would be probably 7 right now.
Bro, I'm not gonna
Right
lie.
now, for
I'm
me
putting
personally.
Donovan Mitchell over LeBron James right now.
Donovan Mitchell over LeBron. Yeah,
Right
I
now,
don't
this
see.
season.
I don't see the. I don't see why LeBron even deserves to be in that category. No offense, but he
Bron
hasn't
still
shown his
averaging
best.
25, 9, and 6. And he's shooting 46% from the field.
Still not
Like,
good.
let's not act like you guys are like, you got to really understand. People be out here calling LeBron having a down year. He's not a top. Somebody in the chat saying he's not a top 20 player in the NBA. This man's averaging 25, 9, 6, and shooting 46 from the field.
So you're a box
not
score
top
I'm
merchant.
like, it's not. I'm a what?
You're a box score merchant. Like that's what it.
I'm a box score merchant.
Yes, you're looking at 25.
I'm
25,
just
6,
at
and-
25,
What
9,
are you
6,
looking at, Dub?
46%.
I'm looking at what
That's
they
a
put
box
in the
score
game.
merchant. That makes me a box score merchant.
No,
This is when you reach for this,
J-Rob, J-Rob.
That shit is so stupid.
J-Rob, let him
to say,
let him
though,
go.
bro.
Let him go, because I want
That's
to
what
hear
it is.
why is KD
Box
over
score
Jason Tatum
merchant.
then? If
It
he's a
doesn't-
box score merchant, give me the argument of KD over Jason Tatum right now, since he's a box score merchant.
I think JT's actually taken tremendous strides. For KD being better.
Who deserves to be in the top
Hold up,
5?
let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Jason
let me tell
Tatum
you.
or Kevin Durant?
Box
Who
score
deserves to
merchant
be in the
for
top 5?
Bro, what the
Who deserves to be in the top 5? Jason Tatum or Kevin Durant? Based off of everything we've seen, since Donovan Mitchell is playing better than LeBron and he's a better player than LeBron, and everybody needs to get off LeBron because of his stats and where the team is at. Who should be ahead, Jason Tatum or Kevin Durant?
I want to be mad at somebody saying Jason Tatum. I wouldn't. But LeBron, Luca, no. For sure. So I'm saying box score merchant because you're saying 25, this, and that to validate what he's been doing for this season, and I don't think that's the correct way of looking at things. I think it's clear to see. I think it's clear to see.
Look like he's been
I
bad.
think it's clear to say. I think it's clear to see that LeBron right now, the Lakers are living and dying by Anthony Davis and what he's producing. So he's not even been producing as the best player on his own team and was leading them
I'm
to
not going to
victories.
argue, Brian.
Well,
I'm not going to argue, Brian.
Thank you.
That's
That's
fair.
all
I'm not going
saying.
to argue Bron right now, but what I'm saying is with the healthy
like
AD and Bron's
box
putting up
score
these
merchant
numbers
thing, though.
and they have a winning record, it'll be a
that's fair.
totally different dynamic. But Anthony Davis, everything is predicated on a player that he went out and aggressively got. That isn't the healthiest person in the world. So did that hurt LeBron's legacy? Potentially, but we will see. It's yet to be seen. Yeah, it's. I mean, compared to MJ, not compared to anybody else. Compared to MJ, but I want to get back to KD and Luka.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying that KD should be able to be in the top 5 because of records and production. It could go tit for tat. One either or. They're both floating around the same.
The top 5 people I would accept is Giannis, Luka, Steph, JT. I think JT deserves that too. KD, and Jokic.
So KD's playing better than Embiid.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. So those 6
Mars,
guys.
do you agree?
I don't think it's far off. Not far enough off for me to argue. Because offensively, KD I think has been better than Embiid. Defensively, Embiid's been better. It just depends on how much you're going to value the fact that KD's to me is the much better scorer and the much better passer and playmaker. It's preference at that point. But KD's not in my top 5. But it is what it is.
Let's hit
All
some
right,
super
Mars,
chats.
I'll let you live.
Assist sent super chat said, Dub, you say you hate winning bias, so are you willing to say that a ring wouldn't change your mind on CP3, 18, Harden, 18, Jimmy, 20, or even Luka?
I've said that numerous times. It's not going to change my mind on them at all. CP3 and James Harden, I would still question them the same exact way and look at them the same exact way. Jimmy Butler as well. Luka Doncic. Yeah, I wouldn't change my opinion that much on Luka Doncic.
Shanny said the way Dub munch KD is crazy. He's not top 5.
I still haven't heard any valid reasons on why he's not. So
The valid
I,
reason
ju- I just think
five
there's 5 people better than him.
ahead. There's 5 people here. And
Which
that's
is
no
who?
knock to KD. That's no knock to KD though.
Steph, Giannis, Jokic, Jason Tatum, Luka Doncic. I also think Anthony Davis is better than KD, but those are the 5 guys I'd say to me are definitively better than
and
KD.
you got KD 6.
What about
KD
Devin
would,
Booker?
KD would be 7 for me because I think Anthony Davis is better than him.
Who's 6? Jokic.
Anthony Davis is 6.
think
Steph,
Devin Booker's
Steph,
better than
Giannis,
KD.
Jokic,
Mhm.
Tatum, Luka, AD.
So yeah, I'm saying I think it could provide good arguments for Luka. I think it could provide good arguments for Jokic as well. So that's why it's like when it's sitting here and have all those guys, I think all those guys have a good argument against each other. So that's why I think it's not crazy to say that he's top 5.
I don't think it's crazy. I just
Can I
have
ask
him at
y'all a
6 at
question
best.
that has nothing to do with top 5s? It's kind of just like where are y'all putting Shea Alexander right now in the basketball community? Like if you had a 20 players, where's his range right now with the tear he has been on?
I just don't understand how you can lead the league in points, and yet you have to somehow give up your spot for Kevin Durant.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about
Luka Doncic.
Oh,
I just told
I
you
just
what
don't
it was.
get that.
Like
I know. I'm just saying. I don't understand how
You don't
in
have to
any other
understand it.
year or any other time, if Kevin Durant was leading the league, you would never say that Luka Doncic deserves to be in the top 5 for any reason, no matter where they were at in the playoffs or the playoff rankings and standings. You would never in your life say that, oh, Luka deserves to be over Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant was leading the league in points right now, you would emphatically say he's the best player in the league, without a doubt.
I mean, I still think
that's a good point.
I still,
That's a
I
good
still,
point. That's
I
a really
still-
good point.
I'm not gonna lie. I still think he's top 2 or top 1. So it's like I still think that.
Who's top 2?
regardless.
You think who's
KD.
top 1?
KD,
See.
top 2 and top 1.
And
Yeah,
Doug,
this-
when
this-
you edit
this
in
is
these
what we do.
clips for TikTok, just leave
What
me
you
out of
want
it
me
because
to
I don't
do?
want none of
What
this
you want-
nasty
what do you want me to
biasness
do?
in there.
It's not-
Because
I'm
no, I don't want none of this nasty
you,
biasness.
what you said was you're just lying about me in general. You said if KD was averaging the most in the league, you would sit and think that he's the best. I'm like, no, I still think he's top 2 and top 1. So no, I don't fall under that category.
You're saying if he
I
was
don't know.
leading in the league, you would say he's probably top 2.
I-
But
I
right
would-
now
my,
he's not.
My opinion would not change on him. I still think he's top 1 or top 2, with or without him.
So
leading
Luka's
the league
leading the
scoring.
league right now, and you're a Luka guy, correct?
Yes, I am.
And for whatever reason, you're not putting him over KD.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I don't think the passing. I think the scoring. KD provides more scoring. I don't think the passing. I don't think the passing makes up for the liability that Luka is on defense. The way that KD can make up for that.
What about
Let's
the
just
way
go
that
based
he
off of last year.
controls the floor and the offense?
Hold
What
on,
about
wait.
that?
No. Yeah, exactly. Let's just go off of last season. Who took their team further in the playoffs, depending on whatever you just said about the points contribution and the things that he does for his team, and he's not that much of a worse passer than Luka, and he could play better D. Based off of everything that you told me about KD, who went further in the playoffs last year?
Luka.
And then now we're in this season, and who is performing better?
They're probably like on the same level to me.
Dub, leave me out of that TikTok now.
They're on the same level for
because
me.
I see what you're about. I see what you're on. I see what you're on. Just keep in mind, when I used to create the TikToks, it was plenty of me getting pounced around, beat up in debates.
Shaq,
but
what
just
you're
leave
saying-
me out of it.
Shaq, what you're saying, right? What you're saying, you're acting as if it's ridiculous to sit here and say a guy who's been having what?
I think
30?
it's pretty.
Oh, let me tell you.
10 minutes
a
ago,
guy,
I didn't think it was that ridiculous.
a guy-
Upon further review, this
guy-
is ridiculous.
A guy who's having 30 points in the game in the season, right? On great efficiency, on top of him being
Luka
so
Doncic?
well. Yeah, on top of I'm talking about Kevin Durant. On top of KD,
Okay.
putting up that, being so impactful to his team, where the Brooklyn Nets are literally living and dying through Kevin Durant, on top of the defense that he provides, which is better than Luka Doncic. I'm not calling Kevin Durant this all-time defender, but he does have a good level of defensive value, and nobody can deny that.
I know bricks that play
So
better
what
defense than
about-
Luka. That's not saying much.
Okay.
What
I'm
about
saying my refrigerator plays better defense than Luka Doncic. So that's not
On
really
top
saying
of that,
So-
on
so-
top of that,
so
wait,
Dub,
hold
Dub,
up, Shaq.
Dub.
On top of that, on top of that, with the Brooklyn Nets going with as much bullshit they've been doing through the whole entire season, the fact that Kevin Durant is still performing at this high of a level and willing his team to be as competent or average as they are, I think
I hear
it
you.
speaks to the volume of who he is. They've been going through a
Okay,
bunch
so
of
then
nonsense.
somebody can easily pluck Devin Booker in there. With your same logic about what they're doing for the team through points and other nonsense, I can argue Devin Booker is a top 5 player to you, Dub. I can do that. Correct?
Shaq, get the fuck out of here. Devin Booker.
This is what
No.
you're doing.
He doesn't have this.
This is what you're doing, right?
what are you
Everything that
talking
you just
about?
said. I think what Kevin Durant means to
What are
the
you
Brooklyn
talking
Nets and
about?
everything that's going on and off the court
So
with
is Devin
Kyrie
Booker,
Irving, and you're just
wait,
naming
who's
shit.
More,
I don't
who's
even know.
more important? Who's more important to that team?
Just
Is
name
Devin
it.
Booker
I can say
Wait,
Devin Booker is a very important piece to the Phoenix Suns.
Is Devin Booker more important to his team than Kevin Durant is to the Brooklyn
Yes.
Nets team?
Yes.
It's
No,
it-
don't-
with
you
your
can
logic,
argue.
it can go either
Yes.
way.
No,
with
get
your
the fuck
logic,
outta
I
here,
swear to
Shaq.
God, it could
Stop,
go either
stop,
way. With
Shaq.
your logic, it could go. So if we take Devin Booker off that team and we take KD off,
tell me what my
they're
logic
both not
is.
making the
Tell me what
playoffs.
my logic is, because that's not
If
what
we
that
remove
that
Devin
wasn't what
Booker-
I said. That wasn't what I
If we
said.
remove,
So what was my
I'm
logic,
telling you,
Shaq?
I'm telling you, you're saying that Devin Booker is not important to the Phoenix Suns. Tell
Why
me
you
why
putting
not?
words in my mouth?
What are
Why you
they?
putting
What are
words in
they?
my mouth?
What are they in
That's
the
not what I
West?
said.
What
Why
is
are you
Phoenix
putting
Suns
words
in the
in my
West?
mouth? Why are you
What is
putting
Phoenix?
words in my mouth?
What is
Why are you
Phoenix in the
putting words
West?
my mouth? That's not what I said. I
What-
never said he wasn't.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
I
I'm
told
asking you.
I told you when we talk about Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets and Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns, who's more impactful to their team? It's Kevin Durant.
It's not.
What the
Listen,
fuck are we
Yeah,
doing?
but Dub. Now you
listen.
have to do this.
No,
Put
no,
Devin
no,
Booker
wait,
on the Nets.
JD,
Watch,
JD.
Shaq. Watch. Put Devin Booker on the Nets right now. Put KD on the Suns right now.
The Nets would
now,
be worse.
na-
The
but-
Nets would be
no,
worse.
no. But now,
think
when
they'll
you
both be about the
when you
same.
give this argument, who's more important for their team? Now, who is it? If Devin Booker was on the Nets and KD was on the Suns, now who's more important to their team?
Devin Booker would be more important to his team, but guess what, JD? The Nets would be a worse team. They would be terrible. And the Phoenix Suns would be a better team. So what are we doing?
You think the Nets wouldn't
JD,
be better or
touche.
just as good as the 13-12 record that they are if they had Devin Booker?
They wouldn't be better. They would be worse because they
Touche.
rely on Kevin Durant being as versatile as he is. That's a
Dub,
fact.
We're never going to take you off the hog tie and remove you from this fire because what you're saying right now is ridiculous. What is the Phoenix Suns in the West?
Oh my God, Shaq, you're pissing me the fuck off because you're
What
just
are
number
they?
one.
Just
They're
answer
number
the
one.
question.
They're number one.
I'll answer
They're
that
number
question
one.
for you.
They're
number
number one. They're number one, Dub.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys gon' get it started. The player choice way. Yeah, the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.